New paddle day. Let's go. Huh? What in the world? What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Smash Pickleball. As you can tell by the intro, today we are checking out the SIXZERO Coral. So we're gonna play hopefully most of the day with the Coral. I haven't played a full day with it. In fact, I've only played maybe one game with it. And there's some characteristics about it that I noticed right away, but we'll discuss that more later. Let's get into some gameplay here and give it a shot. SIXZERO Coral, let's do it. All right, here we go, right into it. SIXZERO Coral paddle gameplay. And I do not like being passed down the line like that. That was a really good shot. Really decent group of players I've been able to hook up with, which is always nice. But as the story will go throughout the day, what you will hear from me time and time again is how soft this paddle feels. I realize that there are softer feeling paddles than the Coral, but per my experience, this is the softest paddle that I've ever played with. I mean, it almost borderlines feeling squishy. And I know a lot of people enjoy the crazy amount of dwell and squishiness. I have trouble calibrating my dinks and resets when I can't feel the ball, which is kind of what I was getting with this paddle. So serves and drives felt great. I could kind of freewheel it on drives, but as is a story for me and my game and my level, and just this paddle and how it blends with my gameplay. Control was actually pretty good, so I don't want to make it sound like I couldn't control the paddle. There was a lot of control. I think the problem for me was I was struggling to feel the shots. Dumping one in the net there. Good amount of power. This is definitely a power category paddle, but in the power category, I'd say it leans more towards the all-court side than it does the top of the food chain for power. Like on a scale from the boomstick to the J2 and F, I would say this is a lot closer in power to the J2 and F than it is a boomstick. But it is more powerful than the J2 and F. Noticeably more powerful. Hand battles were fine. Swing weight was good. Resets were pretty good. Lucky tape right there. We all get them. We all see him against us. It happens. So with this paddle, I felt like I was definitely, it felt like I wasn't lacking power on the drives and serves, but it certainly felt like I was lacking pop. And all that, any of the play at the net, anything that was a punch volley, or a speed up. Anything applying speed at the net, it felt like I was lacking. I'm also trying to do this step-in serve. Still trying to figure out my cadence for that. Nice little cut slice volley there. Wow. I am flipping exhausted. Everything hurts. Good day with the SIXZERO Coral. Surprised me a little bit. There's definitely some things about the paddle that surprised me a little bit. So the most obvious thing is how crazy soft this paddle feels. I mean, it's like, well, it's like hitting with a pillow, as I demonstrated at the intro of the video. It's a complete marshmallow, and so I don't know if you. I think if you are the type of player that just freewheels it and doesn't think too much about the shot and is not looking to, trying to feel the ball off of the paddle, this is a great paddle. It really is a good paddle. Now, here's the thing. It's a really good paddle. It has more power than I thought it would have. Okay, so for serves and drives, it's not as powerful as a Loco. It's not as powerful as the new J6ZR. I would say it's a notch below that. If I had to think of paddles off the top of my head, it's more powerful than a J2 and F. So it's somewhere between a J2 and F and a J6ZR. So let me give it a smash factor here. So for power, probably say it's a 4.25, okay? 4.25. So for power, 4.25. For spin is really good, especially with the diamond grit. The diamond texture grit is really durable, okay? And you do get some good spin there, even off dinks. I notice that. So some of the softness goes a long way to helping out there. So for spin, 4.75 for spin. For control, man, I should make a feel category, because a lot of times control for me is like feel, but control is pretty good. If you like the softer, like mushy feeling paddles, you'll love this. Okay, so if you like that sort of thing, control is pretty good. I would say it's probably about a 4.5. Okay, so pretty good for control. And then for pop, that's where I feel like it kind of let me down. Pop felt a little low. I'm going to say that's about 4.25 as well. Shoot, I might even put it closer to 4, but let's go with 4.25. I think the ball was probably coming off the paddle a little faster than it felt, and that played into how I felt about the pop. But I didn't feel like I had enough for putaways on pop-up volleys, and I was still winning the point for the most part, but the ball would still come back a couple, 2-3 more times before we were able to put it away finally. So yeah, so really good paddle, kind of mushy, and so for me it's a little too soft. Definitely too soft for what I prefer. Later on in the day, I went back to the Loco and the J6CR, and it was like, yeah, no problem. No problem. The feel was back again, and I felt like I could get some feedback from the paddle and understand what was going on. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. All reliable. Of course, this has got the Hesacore grip on it, so love these grips. If you want a grip for yourself, and I have codes down below for a couple of paddle manufacturers, if you're looking for one for yourself, code SMASHPB, you get 10% off of select paddles and some Hesacore gear if you want some for yourself. Help support the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already, but that is it for today. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.